Welcome to Scene Stealers, a podcast with me, Tobias Turley.
And me, Henry Calvert.
This is a podcast delving into everything stage and screen. That is a good movie.
I completely disagree with that statement. We'll cover the latest news, gossip, and everything in between. Sometimes featuring some very special guests. Kermit the Frog. Okay. And sometimes it'll just be us.
We'll play some games, we'll answer your questions, and we'll have a good old time doing it.
You look like Gonzo. How dare you?
That is the stupidest thing you've ever said.
It's always pissing Katy Perry.
Oh, what have I gotten myself into?
See you there.
That's right, welcome back to Scene Stealers with me, Henry Calvert.
And me, Tobias Turley.
And this week, we're talking about something that we both very much like, and that is film, but a very specific type of film, and that is musician biopics.
Mm-hmm. Yes. I don't know about you. All in all, I'm quite a big fan of biopics, musical biopics.
Well, that's good, because I'm not. So, on average, I would say I don't really like them. So this should be an interesting episode. But
Yes.
What sparked this episode, Toby? What's coming out soon?
Well, so this week, as of recording, we've had a trailer for Better Man.
Better Man,
The
yes.
Robbie Williams biopic, where he is
A
portrayed
monkey.
as a chimp. Yeah.
An ape?
What's going on there?
It's an odd one. It's a very much an odd one. I don't even really like Robbie Williams. I like
Come on now.
I like Candy. Hey, oh, here she goes. You're a little too high, a little too low. Got no self-esteem and vertigo.
She thinks she's made of candy.
I think Robbie Williams thinks way too highly of himself.
Yeah. Yeah.
I liked when he was doing all the jazzy stuff, but then he became a bit of a rock.
Like,
God.
Let me entertain you. I sung that for an audition yesterday.
Yeah, he didn't entertain me.
Angels.
Fine.
What about his Take That era? The Flood?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. No, I like the Progress album. The Take That Progress album.
yeah, SOS.
But Take That
The
isn't
Kids.
like Kids is great. That's
Kids
a
is
Mark
great
song
one.
though.
Yeah, that is a Mark song.
Kids is the Progress is a Take That album.
I remember having that album in the car. That was a really good album.
I went to
What
the
other
Progress
songs-
tour. I went to see them in
you?
Sunderland when I was very young to see it. But yeah, we had the Better Man trailer.
Sorry, yes, we're tangenting
yeah,
already.
tangenting already. Yeah, we had Better Man.
As of right now filming, we had a new trailer for A Complete Unknown, which is the Bob Dylan biopic with
Yeah.
Timothy Chalamet and Edward Norton. What else? There's
And
Piece
then
by Piece.
by Piece, I believe, is either out by the time this episode comes out or is releasing.
It's
the
out in
week on.
America right now, we believe.
Yeah.
Because that's the Pharrell Williams Lego biopic, which I'm very excited for. I have to be honest.
Indeed, yeah.
I love Pharrell Williams.
I think he's very, very talented guy, very talented producer.
His producers, the songs that he's produced are
Just really
insane.
really
We'll get to
good.
that in a minute.
Yeah.
And then there's also in the near future the Michael Jackson biopic, which I know zilch about.
There's been very little revealed about that. We know that his nephew, I believe Jamal Jackson, is playing him, and I think we've got like 2 set photos, and that's about it. I'm a huge Michael Jackson fan, massive Michael Jackson fan, and think this is very unnecessary. I don't think
Really?
I'm not looking forward to it. No, not at all.
Have you seen MJ the Musical?
No, and I don't want to.
Really?
Because I don't like these biopic things as it is. I'm like, I will go and watch his music videos and
I've not seen MJ yet. 'Cause obviously my evenings have been pretty full. Not anymore. Oh God. But it's meant to be amazing. Like, it's such a spectacle. The dance. Weirdly, why are you smiling?
Sorry, I'm currently scanning a Percy Pig fizzy
Sorry.
pigtail, and I
fizzy
can't
pigtail,
tell if the
fizzy
mic's
pigtail.
gonna pick up on
It probably will. So I'll talk for a little bit while you chomp. MJ's meant to be very good, and I know it's a massive spectacle. The choreography is incredible. So I do want to see it. The only issue is with MJ is I'd say their show goes up and goes on about 80% of the time. It has such a high rate of cancelling shows.
Oh, really?
It's weird.
How come?
Just because people are ill or they just don't have the cast for it. I don't know.
Right.
I don't quite know the exact reason, but I remember the amount of times I was at work and we'd be like, MJ's not open again. It's shut.
That's so odd.
It's very weird. I think it's because it is a very grueling show.
Yeah, I bet.
And it's very, I mean, I don't know. It's just very tough to upkeep and be healthy during the show like that. But it was just not on all the time. I'd say maybe like one show every 2 weeks was probably cancelled, which is very weird.
That's very odd. Very odd. But yes, the film, not really for me, and the musical isn't really either. I would, happily not watch it. That being said, we should probably talk about musical film biopics, because we have had a lot. The cinema, the
Especially
Hollywood,
recently.
We've been inundated, absolutely inundated with them, and we have opinions. Whether it be Bohemian Rhapsody or Elvis or Rocketman, I think we have some very varying opinions. So why don't we start with maybe the biggest one, with Bohemian Rhapsody. What do you think about Bohemian Rhapsody?
I am completely down the middle. I have no feelings about Bohemian Rhapsody, because what annoys me is I love Queen music. I love it. I think that would, if I could choose, like, sometimes they say like one CD to take to a desert island, it's probably a Queen album.
Queen Greatest Hits album.
Yeah, or like a Bruno Mars album or something. It's one of those. So their music
Are you a fan of We Will Rock You?
The musical?
Yeah.
The script is shit.
Oh, it's terrible.
I've auditioned. I think in one of the episodes I said I got to like the final 3 guys for
I remember
Galileo.
you mentioning, yeah.
The script is
I directed
crazy.
it at a school when I was teaching, and it was terrible. I didn't have a clue what the hell was going on. I wasn't a fan of it in the
What are they
slightest.
called? The Go-Go Kids or something? No, that.
I haven't a bloody clue. It was
It's very
just
weird.
Stupid punk rock.
But so it's nice to see the music, but I just don't think it was done very well. I know you have a very strong opinion about Bohemian Rhapsody.
I hated Bohemian Rhapsody. I do not know who convinced the world that is a good film. It is not a good film in the slightest. It lacks kind of. It's the most on the nose. Lacks so much nuance. Like, its messaging is just beaten round your head.
Yeah.
And the script is like just
Awful.
so cringeworthy.
Good, yeah.
It's terrible. I can't. I said in my review on Letterboxd, there's a reason why I have not watched Bohemian Rhapsody until 2 days ago, and that is because my first girlfriend that I ever had was obsessed with this film. I mean, like, really, really obsessed with this film. And every time I'd go around, please, can we watch Bohemian Rhapsody? Be like, oh my god, it's
Really?
like 3 hours long. Can't we watch like a 40-minute TV show? Anyway, I caved and I watched it, and within the first 10 minutes, I was pissing myself at Rami Malek. I could not, for the life of me, take him seriously. I couldn't, like, I just couldn't take it seriously.
I personally think he shouldn't have won the Oscar that year.
I don't know who else was nominated, but I don't think he should have won.
I think it was 2019. 2019 was Joker. Oh wait, no. So 2020 Oscars would have been Joker. Him would have been Joaquin Phoenix winning.
So maybe
Rami,
2019, 2018.
Malek,
But yeah,
Oscar.
I couldn't stop laughing at him. So we got through the first 10 minutes and then she turned it off because I wasn't taking it seriously.
So it was the 2019 Oscars he won.
Who else was nominated? Do we know?
Best. God, why is YouTube being so stupid? YouTube? Google.
Yeah.
Sorry. Okay, here we go. What are your guesses for, have a little guess for
2019.
some movies that came out in 2018?
Oh, God, I don't know. I'm not good with dates. 2018, was that Banshees of Inisherin?
I'm going to get close and not look.
Was Banshees that year?
Okay. Banshees?
Banshees of Inisherin?
No, that was lockdown. It was 2021.
Oh, I don't know. 2018.
Oh, I tell you what it might be.
Go on.
It might be Christian Bale for Vice.
Oh, yeah. Maybe.
He definitely got nominated for that.
That wasn't a standout performance, I'll say.
I didn't like that movie.
I didn't like the movie.
Actually.
But I'd rather watch that over Bohemian
None of us
Rhapsody.
can get it, so...
yeah, Vice was from that year. The favourite, Beautiful Boy, if anything, Steve Carell and Timothy Chalamet were better than him.
I've got it here.
Black Klansman, Adam Driver's really good in that film, yeah.
So the nominations were Rami Malek, Christian Bale, Dick Cheney, Bradley Cooper in A Star Is Born, Willem Dafoe as Vincent Van Gogh in At Attorney's Gate, and Viggo Mortensen in Green Book.
Okay, so he was better than Viggo Mortensen in Green... Mortensen in Green Book?
What about Mahershala Ali won for supporting actor, right? I'm certain.
Or did he win for Moonlight? This is a bit.
He won both. He's won 2.
This is a bit of a tangent, but Green Book isn't up there. I think Dick Cheney was a better performance than that. They do like you wanted.
Yeah, he was nominated.
The Academy like a biopic. They really do.
Well, I was saying this to you yesterday. I think in the last 15 years of Best Actor winners, not supporting actor winners, the vast majority, it's like 80% of them have been from biopics. Oppenheimer, The Revenant, Dallas Buyers Club,
Bohemian Rhapsody.
Green Book is, well, I mean, he was nominated best. That is a true story.
Yeah.
Like, they are so biased to biopics, and I don't get it.
No. Are they just very nostalgic? And like, how can you be nostalgic for the 18th century? And I'm like,
I don't get what the idea is about biopics and why they're so heavily regarded. Maybe Coda's a Best Picture winner as well.
Yeah, Coda won in 20.
Is that a biopic? I don't know.
But yeah, they like the biopics, and they liked Bohemian Rhapsody. I did not like Bohemian Rhapsody.
No, I don't.
I thought it was terrible. I don't like Rami's performance. I think that Freddie Mercury. Look, right. I don't know the Queen history as well as I do some other bands. Say Fleetwood Mac. Okay, I know that like the back of my hand. Queen, I don't really know that well. So when I say that if this was just a normal film, this wasn't a biopic, I would not like Freddie Mercury. Like, as a character, he is not likable in the slightest. I do not root for him.
Yeah.
I do not want him to succeed because he is just a dick. And, like, they never show you any of his good qualities.
Yeah.
There's nothing there. They dedicate no time to developing his relationship with the other bandmates. So when they're all talking about
It's very surface level, isn't it? Because there are some moments where, like, Freddie's out of, like, missing practice or whatever, and everyone's getting angry. And I'm like, I actually don't care about these interactions because, I mean, maybe I do because I know that they're such an outstanding band and they're so like integral to music. But in just the movie, I don't care about these interactions because I've not had enough time with the band together as a whole.
I don't know them. I couldn't tell you a thing about any of the band members. Roger Deacon, Brian May, I couldn't tell you anything.
Yeah.
Is it Roger Deacon? Whatever.
Deacon is the last name of that cinematographer, Blade Runner.
Yeah, it is. It's also the last name of one of the Queen.
Is it?
Anyway, I couldn't tell you a thing about any of them except like one of them sleeps around. Oh well, that's a good quality to have. That makes him likable. It's infuriating because, like you were saying, when they're all getting pissed off at Freddie, I'm like, good riddance. And what is Freddie doing?
He deserves it. He's done nothing.
He deserves it.
You've
just but then again, I'm also like, I don't really care because I haven't seen the band interact normally.
Yeah.
Also, I'll tell you what really pisses me off in that film is the making behind the songs. The structure of that film goes band getting pissy with Freddie, and then hey, I know, okay, let's all clap our hands, all right? Oh, now stomp your feet.
No. Okay, no, I do quite like that bit. We need to get a song for the audience can sing to us.
Yeah, but it's the most on the nose thing ever because
you're a boy, I can bring
yeah, exactly. But then they all go, "Wait, I don't think that's gonna work, man. What are you talking
and then it
about?"
Cuts to like the stadium's full of people. Yeah,
it's like, oh my god, I didn't see that coming, did I? Like, it really gets on my nerves. And I also think for such a long film, they dedicate barely enough time to like the early stages of Queen. They go so quickly from that initial performance and kind of people struggling to comprehend Freddie to them being worldwide phenomenon. And I really, really don't buy into it in the slightest.
Biggest thing with these movies is, especially this one, especially Elvis, a little bit with Rocketman. Straight Outta Compton does it very well, but the other ones don't. These artists famously have a very checkered past. Elvis is famously a drunkard, I hate to say it, a wife beater. Like, he was a bad dude. They were all addicted to something at one point or another. These movies don't show any of that. And I feel like that would actually give the movie some grit to it, some
It would also make
Like,
it more.
It doesn't. It obviously idolizes these people in it because they're amazing people and they're great artists, whatever. But show me what was actually happening with Elvis. Like in Priscilla. If any of you've seen Sofia Coppola's Priscilla, have you seen it?
No.
Elvis is a dick in that movie because it's not made by the Elvis estate to make him look amazing. It's made by Elvis's. Well, it's based on the biography of Priscilla and like her experience being married to Elvis. And to me, that seems like a much more accurate portrayal of Elvis than someone going, let's make a movie about my granddad, but let's just kind of forget about the bad side of him.
Yeah. It gives the movie more validity if you show that darker side to them as well.
And it might make us connect to it a little bit more. We go, this person isn't perfect.
Yeah.
Like,
I watched the first half of Elvis last night, and
it's so bad.
I got so bored.
I hate it.
I was like, I really struggled, and I was like, it needs to be a really dreary Sunday for me to sit down and watch that 3.5. What is it? Not 3.5 hours. It's like 2 hour 40. It's a long ass film,
and it's not
about
good.
someone I don't really care about anyway. I don't really like Baz Luhrmann's vibe. Like, it works for Great Gatsby, but
Romeo and Juliet.
It's not as present in that.
No, that's a bit more Shakespearean.
Yeah, but in Elvis, like the kind of the what's he called? The Colonel's hallucinating and he's gambling and it's like boom, and then weird lights and the music's good. I like how it melds modern music with kind of the old timey aesthetic.
It's like Great Gatsby.
Yeah. But I didn't finish it because I got very bored. I watched Hot Fuzz instead.
It balled me as well. I don't like Elvis. Tom Hanks' performance in that is vile.
I couldn't understand a word anyone was saying.
Have you seen it before?
No.
Oh,
no, I've never seen Elvis
I thought you were
before.
rewatching it for this episode.
No, never seen Elvis before.
Oh.
And I tried to put subtitles on. Prime Video wouldn't let me for some reason, and that was another reason why I got bored, because Elvis kind of like mumbles and he like talks like that, and then and I don't understand. He's like gyrating, and everybody's losing their fucking minds, and I'm like, I get it's the 50s.
No, but I think,
but I'm also like, right?
No, but the thing is, no, I disagree with you there. He is that. You see anyone do that and they go, that's like the Elvis knees.
Yeah, so but I don't understand.
I think the way they... Like, I think...
Right, okay.
I get what you're saying. The reactions are crazy.
Yeah.
But it does put into perspective how, like...
sheltered the 50s were, I guess.
No, not how sheltered the 50s were, but how like influential he was as a performer. Like, people had never seen that before, and then the women were swooning, and that probably is what happened.
Yeah, probably.
And, Baz Luhrmann
I don't know, but maybe it's just, I just think women in the 50s
theatrical.
are just a bit much.
That's your grandma you're talking about.
Yeah, Val, if you're listening, just calm it down.
Hi, Val.
Yeah.
I don't like Elvis.
How about we touch on one that we did watch? Weird. The Al Yankovic story.
Yeah, relatively recent one.
I
liked
it.
I like it because, it doesn't take itself seriously whatsoever, and that is very much in keeping with Weird Al as a person, as his whole brand. Whereas Bohemian Rhapsody and Elvis, they're all very serious, and like, we're an amazing band.
Look at how
we need to make it.
We are.
Whereas like Weird Al Yankovic, he stares at a pack of bologna, and then like the music starts, and Daniel Radcliffe looks at the camera and he goes, "My bologna. My bologna," and we're like, "This is so weird, so stupid, but I love it."
I was totally on board for like the first 2/3, the first 2 acts.
Did it lose you?
Towards the end, I don't think the inclusion of Madonna and all of the drug cartel stuff. I was like,
I forgot about the drug cartel stuff.
But like the stuff with Rainn Wilson and Jack Black, like that entire sequence is really good. I think all the cameos are handled like really tastefully. I thought that was quite good, but. Towards the end, it did lose me a little bit.
I gave it 3 stars.
I gave it 3 stars as well, which is 6 out of 10. But like, I judge everything very harshly. I think.
I think I'm quite harsh.
So 3 out of 10 is like, I had a good time with this.
3 out of 5.
I had a good, 6 out of 10. I had a good time with this. Weird Al was good. Rocketman, another pretty prolific one in relative, when that came out 4 years ago.
Yeah, maybe even longer. Might be like 2018. It was before.
It was May 2019.
Was it?
Yeah.
Very good. That's right. It was after Bohemian Rhapsody. I've got a soft spot for Taron Egerton.
Yeah.
I think he did very well as Elton John. I think maybe there was a better choice to play Elton John. That you might have been able to find someone more naturally like Elton John. But it didn't offend me.
No, I was rather. I've got a soft spot for that film for a few reasons. Number one, it was one of the first dates I ever went to where I took to see that film. And when I was watching it, there was this twat a few rows in front of me who I used to go to school with, who used to give me loads of shit.
Right.
Did this wanker. And he was there with his family, and I was on this date with a very pretty girl who ended up becoming my girlfriend. And I thought, you know what? You insert name here. I'm here on a date, and I'm quite happy, and you're sat there with your family, and you look like you've been dragged through a hedge. So go f*** yourself.
Go you.
And given the end song of that film is the credits song is called "I'm Gonna Love Me Again."
Yeah.
And that song stuck with me for a while, so I like that film for giving me that song, and also that
stuck with you for a while.
Well, it was very walking out of that cinema with a really pretty girl, and this dickhead I used to pick on me at school.
Did that
with
become
that
like
song
your
playing?
song?
I was like, you know what? I'm gonna carry this song with me. That's becoming a me anthem now.
Was that like a song that you two would listen together and go, "Oh, I listened to this on our first date"?
No, that's what I'd listen to and be like. I just listen to it on my own and think.
Oh, cool. Okay, nice.
I think, yeah, no, I'm quite happy, even though that knobhead was mean to me when I was younger. So I've got a soft spot for that film for that reason.
Weirdly, I can't remember it very well, so it obviously didn't affect me too much. I love Elton John's music. Again, I think it was a very down the middle film. I think for me personally, I think I'd probably give it 2 out of 5.
I think on rewatch,
2.5 out of 5.
the sheen would be lost. I think for me, because like I'm not 18 anymore.
Reginald Dwight.
Yeah.
Is that his name? Yeah.
Sorry.
Reginald Dwight, Elton John.
Yes. Yeah. I think it's quite cool, and I like the Saturday night all right fighting sequence at the start. That big one.
I can't comment on it. I can't really remember it.
Yeah, it's good. It does still have all of those cliche movie biopic elements that.
Oh yes.
That they all have. But well, yeah. Anyway.
But like one I'd love to talk about. I'm going to try and find the list now of musical biopics.
So you watched a very good one the other day.
I watched an incredible one the other day. I watched Straight Outta Compton for the first time, which blew me away. It was brilliant. And this is kind of what I touched on earlier. That film is gritty, and it shows the flaws of these characters. The real people. And like, the music scenes are great. And the music I love. I've grown up listening to...
Who's it about?
NWA.
Okay.
So Dr. Dre, Eazy-E, Snoop Dogg's in there at one point, Ice Cube, that kind of whole gang, and how they kind of, build together and create NWA. Then they go with Jerry, the manager, and they create Death Row Records, and then it splits into Death Row and Aftermath, and that's where like the East Coast and the West Coast.
Did they have anything to do with Wu-Tang, or was Wu-Tang on the other cut?
Wu-Tang, I don't know. Wu-Tang is... I don't think they were the same record label. I might be wrong, because I think they might have been different coasts, because there's the massive East Coast, West Coast rivalry.
Of course, yeah.
I really, really enjoyed Straight Outta Compton. I sat there the whole time and I went, this guy really looks like Ice Cube. It's his bloody son.
Oh, was it?
That's why. And
I
was like,
maybe that's good. Was it good nepotism?
Yeah, very good. Very good.
Yeah.
All of the performances were brilliant.
Because there's the fella in it who was in The Walking Dead and in the In the Heights movie.
Corey Hawkins. Yeah. He played Dr. Dre.
Oh, right.
So good.
Yeah.
O'Shea Jackson Jr. played Ice Cube. Jason Mitchell, Eazy-E. Lakeith Stanfield was Snoop Dogg.
Oh, okay, I can see.
He's only in it very briefly.
Right, okay.
Paul Giamatti is the...
Oh, I love Paul Giamatti.
He was very good.
So cool.
He was Jerry, the manager. Marlon Yates was the OC. Marcus Taylor was Suge Knight. It was... If you love R&B, hip-hop, rap, you have to watch it. It's so good. I think that is how you do a biopic.
Yeah.
It incorporates the music so well. The characters are interesting and you worry for them, and because like it shows how dangerous it is living in Compton, and you know it's like almost a bit like Boys in the Hood. Have you seen that?
Oh, I love Boys in the Hood.
Because obviously that's Ice Cube.
Yeah.
And Boys in the Hood and Do the Right Thing. It's kind of like that. The Spike Lee movies. Yeah, it's brilliant. If you're looking for a gripping watch with a bit of
it's on Netflix, isn't it?
I watched it on Netflix. Yeah. The performances are great. I think it got completely snubbed at the Oscars.
Give that one a watch, because I am sick of the music biopic cliche. Because we were talking about doing this episode, and we were like, "Oh, should we watch I Want to Dance with Somebody?" And we were like, "Oh, it's 2 hour and 40-minute long, and it's very average reviews." I'm like, "That's going to be the most boring watch ever." Because
I could have found it so boring. Because I don't even like Whitney Houston that much.
What? Why?
I just never really...
You don't like Whitney Houston?
No, don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong, I do. Her songs are good, but I never listen to her.
What? Why?
I just don't. Where are the Oscars?
I mean, I'm not a huge Queen fan. I like maybe 4 songs.
Yeah, that's crazy.
But I love Somebody to Love.
Oh.
I like Somebody to Love. I think that might be it.
Straight Outta Compton was nominated for Best Original Screenplay and lost.
Oh.
And that was it.
That's a shame.
It could have been up... They could have been up for a few actor nominations, like songs. Probably couldn't be original songs just because they're all a bit way earlier than that. But that's one I really liked. I also started watching Ray.
Yeah.
Jamie Foxx.
Yeah, we used to watch that. Our music teacher used to make us watch that every single year.
Really?
At school.
I'm about an hour and a half in. He is incredible as Ray. The sound editing is weird. Like, there's certain bits where there was a bit where he's in the club at the very beginning and he's about to go up and play piano for the first time, and someone like speaks off camera,
right,
and it comes in so loud, and it's just a very odd editing choice sound wise, and there's a few moments like that. The kid actors were really bad when flashing back to Ray's as a kid, like, you know, when he falls in the water pail. Like, the acting in that bit is shocking, and I know the kid's like 6, but come on!
Yeah.
But I'm looking forward to finishing that because I'm really enjoying that so far.
Yeah. I won't be finishing Elvis.
No, don't.
No. I really can't be bothered. We keep talking about the cliche, but every single musical biopic has the exact same formula. You are introduced to them as a child. Oh my God, they're a musical prodigy. But
not every single one.
Oh, no, I'm telling you right now. Most of the major ones, introduced to them as a child. Oh, music's forbidden in this house. But wait, they're a musical prodigy. Let me find the accordion, or let me go and listen to them sing. Oh my God, Mama, I love singing. And then it cuts from them as a kid to them as a teenager, and then the parents find out that they can play a musical instrument. And it's like, no, that's not allowed. If you want to do that, you're going to have to get out. Fine, I'll move to the city with nothing but the clothes on my back. They move to the city, they play a random bar. Oh, well, there's a manager there that happens to watch them. Oh, I'm going to give you a record deal. And then all of a sudden become big megastar, drugs, hookers, drugs, booze. And then after that, they have their massive sellout show where they regroup as a band because they've all fallen out in the second act. And then everyone's happy, but oh no, wait, they died of a drug overdose afterwards.
To me, it sounds like you've just described Walk the Line, Weird, Bohemian Rhapsody, Rocketman.
All of them. Back to Black, which we haven't... I fucking hate Back to Black. I hate that film.
I've not seen it.
Don't watch that film. Horrible, horrible film. She's a as well. Maybe not that far. Actually, I don't know if that might be slanderous. Sam Taylor Johnson.
The actress?
No, the director.
Oh.
The director's like... Well, the word on the street is that the director, Aaron Taylor Johnson, because there's like 20 years between them, and they met on the set of a movie when Aaron Taylor Johnson was a
Are they
child.
married now?
Yeah. Terrible film. The actress clearly trying, can't do a good Amy impression at all.
I've heard that it's slanderous to Amy.
It is.
In like retrospect.
It's very like how do I say this? I think Amy died too recently for that film. It feels in very poor taste.
Right.
It glosses over a lot of the negative effects that her family and her dad had on her. Mm-hmm. Because, of course, the family made it in affiliation with the filmmakers or whatever.
Right.
It's very, like... I went to cinema alone to watch... I'm a big Amy fan. I love Amy Winehouse. Like, her music, everything, great. And that just wasn't... It felt very icky. I felt very uncomfortable. Tears Dry on Their Own is the credits song, and I didn't like it at all. And I love Tears Dry on Their Own. Let me just double check what I said, because I remember there's some specific things that truly got on my nerves. Yeah, Sam Taylor, directed by Sam Taylor Johnson. It's got a 2.5 average on Letterboxd, which is about 5 out of 10.
What did you give it?
I gave it a 3 out of 10.
3 stars?
I gave it 3 out of 10.
Oh, 3 out of 10. Sorry, I'm with you
in
now.
fact, if I were to watch it again, I might even lower that. That's actually being nice. I said that it was baby's first time learning about Amy Winehouse. So I guess similarly to Bohemian Rhapsody, no nuance, no subtlety, none of that. I truly believe that this film should not exist. There is no way to save this film. It is fundamentally flawed, and I'm baffled it's been allowed to exist.
That's a crazy review for 1.5 stars. That sounds like a half-star review.
I did say that there was one stuff. The interactions between Amy and her nan is very sweet and very tender, but that's literally it. That I should lower this rating because this is an abhorrent film. Yeah, no one's a character in it. I said that the actress sounds like your drunk aunt at karaoke.
Oh no!
Yeah, it is terrible. Very distasteful, and I hate it. And again, it follows that formula of bit of a child prodigy. Come on, Amy, come sing, and then she's got a lovely voice.
You got what it takes.
You've got a lovely voice. Why don't we go down to the local boozer and have a drink, and then you can get on mic, and then
get on mic.
I just hate them. I hate these musical.
Well,
biopics.
I'd like to. I know we're on the hatred section, but I'd like to talk about 2 more that I really love.
No, go on.
No, let's go with 3 that I really love. The first being Walk the Line, the Johnny Cash one.
Oh, right.
With Joaquin Phoenix
as
Johnny Cash.
I remember you mentioning that.
And Reese Witherspoon as June Carter. It's really great.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I gave it 4 stars.
Right.
And my review was, this has the musicality of Elvis, the cinematography of Tarantino, the splendor of a classic Mangold. What's not to like?
Oh,
and I said in brackets, Indiana 5 isn't a real film. It's really great.
Yeah.
Joaquin Phoenix, as always, puts in a great performance.
Who did you say was the co-star?
Reese Witherspoon.
Oh, right.
They have really great chemistry.
Yeah.
He actually sings, unlike Rami Malek.
Yeah.
Because Rami Malek didn't sing the songs. A lot of them were done by a guy called Mark. I can't remember his name, but he went very famous on YouTube for sounding exactly like Freddie Mercury as he sings, and it's incredible.
Yeah.
Because he's even got like the jaw of, I'm tangenting, but this Mark guy, I'll find it and show you. He's even got like the jaw like Freddie's, and he looks a little bit like him as well.
Yeah.
So he manages to sing a lot like
That's
him. It's crazy.
Cool.
But yeah,
Walk the Line, very good.
Walk the Line is very, very good. I highly recommend. The other one is 8 Mile.
Oh yeah, right. 8 Mile is the anomaly in this. Like,
it's brilliant.
8 Mile's great, but that's because it is Eminem.
Yeah,
I think the fact that you've got the person in the role is spot on. I really like 8 Mile, and that doesn't have that stereotypical formula because that isn't.
No, it starts like not halfway through his life, but like
Well, he doesn't even make it in the filmed. It's been a while since I've seen it.
it ends on the big rap battle, doesn't it?
Yeah, because it doesn't end with him making it as Eminem.
No.
It just makes him winning this rap battle. Which
That rap battle's
it's
so
like
good.
such a great segment of his life. And I think that the issue is with a lot of these films is they try and cover way too much ground.
Yeah. That's why a lot of them feel rushed and like, you
Yeah.
don't care about enough of it because you don't spend enough time with
It's
it.
like at the same time as feeling bloated, they feel like they've all got these massive
yeah, you're
run
right. It's like
times.
Bohemian Rhapsody covers like 30 years.
Yeah.
So does Rocketman. Like from a kid to Ray looks like it's covering
Yeah.
about 50 years. Whereas 8 Mile looks like it's about 6 months.
Yeah.
8 months.
And I think that's I
The
think
story's
we
so
need
much
more of that.
juicier.
Yeah, it's juicier. You gain
It's
more of an
compacted.
insight into that person.
Yeah. Anthony Mackie's really good in that film. Obviously, it gave us
I forgot
Lose
he was in
Yourself.
that. Yeah. Really good,
Yourself
really
in
good
the
film.
moment.
I think if there's anything to take away from this episode, it's watch Straight Outta Compton and 8 Mile. And
Watch the rap ones.
yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. Any more rap biopics, just make them.
The other two I was going to mention briefly, Maestro, kind of love that film, and Tick Tick Boom.
Yeah,
Is a
I mean,
biopic.
it's one of my favourite films.
It is a biopic.
Yeah, I
It's
guess
about
so.
Jonathan Larson's life, written by Jonathan Larson.
Yeah,
Um,
adore it.
it's so good. It's about, for those of you who don't know, Jonathan Larson is the composer of the very famous musical Rent, movie, film as well, musical. And Jonathan Larson wrote a musical called Tick Tick Boom, which is about his life, which came out
Before Rent.
before Rent.
But he wrote Tick Tick Boom off the back of him. The musical chronicles him trying to write and get this show made called Superbia, which
Yes.
then kind of falls through. And then because it falls through, I think his agent or Sondheim or someone in the industry tells him, right, you just got to get on to the
It's
next one.
Sondheim, yeah.
And then Tick Tick Boom is the next one.
Is the next one. Do you know the sad thing? When he wrote Rent, obviously his most famous work, he died before it opened.
Yeah.
So he never got to see
All the success of...
a finished open production of Rent.
Wasn't it like the day before?
It was-
It was very...
It was creepily
Yeah.
close to... So he's never understood that there's been a movie with Idina Menzel,
Yeah.
that it ran on Broadway for years, it ran on the West End for years. It is one of the most famous productions.
It's one of the most
Ever.
like critically acclaimed
Yeah, it's
productions
brilliant.
ever.
And that's heartbreaking.
Yeah.
Especially when you watch Tick Tick Boom and you know about the success that this guy is going to have, but he's not going to know.
Yeah.
And he's never going to have that moment of going, I've done good.
Yeah. Tick Tick Boom is phenomenal.
Brilliant. I think Andrew should have won that year for actor.
When was that? 2020?
So that was the year. It was like him for that, Benedict Cumberbatch for Power of the Dog.
It was 2021, I think that came out, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was lockdown. Maybe I'm being biased because I love Andrew Garfield, but
He's really good.
so good. So
Yeah.
good. So that's the other one I wanted to talk about. There's a few more, like The Pianist, which I wouldn't really say is a musical biopic, but
I mean, there's loads of other ones that you can like
loads
respect. The Aretha one.
Ma Rainey's Black Bottom, I'm Not There, which is another Bob Dylan one, I believe. Yeah, 6 actors portray 6 personas of music legend Bob Dylan. And I think this is what Kate Blanchett won.
Kate
No, that's
Blanchett
wrong.
won the Academy Award for Tar.
No, she didn't. That was the year...
She won the BAFTA. She won Summit for Tar. I'm certain.
that was the same year as Michelle Yeoh. She didn't win. She won for Blue Velvet, and she won for her. Kate Blanchett won for playing a dude. I think it was Bob Dylan.
Huh. I
Kate
thought it was Tar.
Blanchett. No. Oscar wins. God, I'm doing so much Googling today.
Yeah.
She won for Blue Jasmine. I said Blue Velvet. And then she won for Best Supporting Actress for The Aviator. Who am I thinking of that won an Oscar for playing a dude.
I'm not sure.
Don't know.
However, Timothy Chalamet is doing it, which
Yeah, that looks
cool.
good. We haven't spoken about the trailer. It looks fine.
It looks. I nearly fell asleep in it. But, I'm not a huge. I couldn't name you one Bob Dylan song. The most I know about Bob Dylan is about his involvement in the "We Are the World, We Are the Children" Band Aid,
Live Aid,
Band Aid,
yeah, one of them.
Which is just hilarious. So that
Yeah,
sure will be a film.
I know nothing about it, but I like Timmy. I like James Mangold, who did Walk the Line.
Yeah,
Who did
Logan,
Ford versus Ferrari,
and the Wolverine, and Indy 5,
and Indy 5. But let's focus on Logan and Ford versus
Yeah.
Ferrari and Walk the Line. So he's proved he can do a biopic.
Yeah.
It seems like it's going to be a similar style.
Yeah.
Like a man and his guitar, you know?
Right, as always, we always like to end our episodes with a little game, and today, as always, we like to end our episodes with a little game, and today, Mr. Tobias Turley, what are we ending on?
Today, we are going to draft musical biopics we'd actually like to see.
Right, who have you got first? Number
I'm going
one.
first. I'm taking... No, do you want to rock, paper, scissors?
Okay.
Rock, paper, scissors, go. Rock, paper, scissors, go. Fuck. You go first. Okay.
Number one, I am of course going to pick the Fleetwood Mac Muppet biopic that I famously pitched online. Famously to the Scene Stealers Instagram.
People loved it. People loved it.
They loved it. Okay. Fleetwood Mac biopic featuring the Muppets.
That's a stupid
choice.
Beat that. By the way. Yeah, I'm going to. That's a stupid choice. Stevie Wonder, please.
All right. Okay. I'd rather take Fleetwood Mac and the Muppets, but okay. Number two, I'm going to take Danish hyperpop group Alphabet. I guarantee not many people have heard of Alphabet, but they have this one album that is phenomenal, and they came out of Denmark, conquered Europe, and then have disappeared.
Conquered Europe.
Well, I say conquered. They might have appeared on the BBC Live Lounge once. But I really like them, and I think they're a lot of fun, and I was raised on that album.
That's two rubbish picks.
They sing in English, though. They're really good. Listen to Alphabet's 10,000 Nights. Really good song. Really good song.
I'm going to go Bruno Mars.
Okay, cool.
I want to see what happened with that cocaine scandal.
Yeah, and it'd be nice progression from his early solo stuff, like
and you can see him
Grenade,
writing stuff as well.
24
like writing stuff
Karat
for
Magic.
CeeLo and
yeah, and then all the way up to because he wrote "Forget You," didn't he?
He did.
And then all the way up to Anderson .Paak,
Silk Sonic.
Sonic. Yeah, very cool.
That's the greatest album ever.
That'd be very
good. Guest.
I'm gonna take that as a biopic. I think would be wonderful.
Have you seen
Greatest Days? That's
Greatest
not a
Days?
biopic though.
No, but it's them.
I don't care. That I'm gonna take that.
Okay.
That would be wonderful. You get to see Robbie leaving. You get to see Jason leaving, and then it's now just the three of them. It's a bit sad. But
The videos
still
do look really bad of them performing
it's
now.
Not great. But yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna go for. I don't know whether to choose my favorite artist or one I think would make a good movie.
Do both. I've got 2 spots left.
Okay, I'm gonna go with my favorite artist, Michael Bublé.
I think it'd be a bit of a dull movie.
That's what I'm
though.
saying. That's what I don't think it would be a good movie. I think it'd be quite boring.
But we like Bublé.
But I like Bublé.
We do like Bublé. We do. We
do like Bublé.
We do
actually.
like Bublé. Yeah, it's very good. Anyway, I'm going to go
Okay.
Pentatonics because I really like Pentatonics, and also I think it's a very interesting story. You know, they were just a college a cappella group.
Can we cut to the video of him at D23? It's Pentatonics.
I went absolutely mental.
It's the Pentatonics.
Yeah.
You feel like he'd just met the king or something.
Yeah, it was a cool evening. It was cool. It was Pentatonics. I got to see Pentatonics live. It was awesome. But I think it's great. Avi leaving and what that does to the group, and then Matt comes in as the new bassist. I really like Pentatonics. Okay, and I think they deserve Hollywood treatment. Right, go on, hit me.
How many are we doing? 5.
Yeah, this is your last one. No, it's not.
No, it's not.
No, go on.
Oh God, I don't. Kendrick Lamar. I want a new 8 Mile, Straight Outta Compton movie.
Cool. I
And
like
the beef with Drake. The beef with Drake.
Yeah, I like All the Stars. That's a good song with SZA.
Ah, yes.
That's a great
SZA.
song from Black Panther. To Pimp a Butterfly is also a pretty good album.
Let's say on To Pimp a Butterfly is one of the best R&B hip hop records ever released.
Yeah, it's
Don't
great.
gloss over that.
It's really good. It's really good.
Damn.
This dick ain't free. Is it? Yeah, anyway. And then I'm going to round things out. They've got a stage version, but I think it deserves a big screen version.
Let me guess.
Go on.
Group? Frankie
Yeah.
Valli.
No. It's a group, though.
It's a group.
From similar times, 60s, 70s.
Temptations?
Yes.
Is it?
Temptations. Or a Motown. I'm going to say Motown, Gordy Berry, like Temptations, Four Tops, like that era of Motown, I think really deserves big screen treatment because like that's just so cool.
That's cool.
And I think it would do incredibly well box office wise as well.
Well, my next one would be a big box office smash.
Oh yeah.
One Direction.
Yeah.
Sorry, not sorry.
I think that would be a really, really good one.
I wouldn't be able to watch it, I'd cry.
Yeah. All the way from like them on X Factor, Cheryl grooming Liam, all the way up to...
you start in the auditions, go all the way through as the band grows. Zayn leaves. I don't want to talk about it. Harry goes on his own. They all go on their own. Then maybe it becomes a Harry. Maybe it's a Harry biopic.
Maybe that's the sequel. It's the Harry biopic.
We're not making a franchise. It's a one-off.
You could easily franchise it though, given how like mental all their lives.
Do like what the
have been.
Beatles are doing, like a movie for each member.
Each one, yeah. The Liam one would be like the villain story because he's a bit of a weird.
Louis Tomlinson would be a bit boring. Maybe he
He
doesn't
hasn't
get
really
one.
done much. What was his song? Did he have a song?
I don't know. I won't let these little things slip. No, that's
him?
One Direction.
Because Niall's had a few albums.
No. neither do I.
Liam Payne had that. Strip that down for me, baby.
Zayn had a Pillow Talk was a banger.
How does that go?
Pillow Talk, we'll go slow and high tempo, not in dark. It's all about sex.
No, I'm not familiar with that.
Oh, it's pretty good.
That was a bit of a
Bit raunchy.
Okay.
Bit raunchy.
But yeah, I think that's a great shout. I think that would be brilliant.
My honourable mention was Frank Sinatra, but has he got one?
No, Bobby Darin does.
Well, did not. No.
I got confused with the Bobby Darin and
Oh,
Frank
got you.
Sinatra.
Well, I think the Frank Sinatra one would go very well. He's got a musical now as well.
Bobby Darin one is called Under the Sea and it stars Kevin Spacey.
Pedo.
Yeah.
Frank Sinatra one would be good. And like I say, he's got a musical, which was apparently very good. Opened in
Very
Birmingham
cool.
last year. I auditioned for that and I was seen for Frank. And bear in mind, he's about 5'6" and I'm 6'3".
Yeah.
So I was like, I'm not getting this, but I'll give it a good old shot.
Hard pass. But yeah, those were our drafts. That was our draft. Those were our draft. That was our draft.
Those were our draft.
That was our draft for the musical biopics that we'd actually like to see. So Hollywood, if you're listening, please make an alphabet biopic. I'll do anything. That'd be great. Give the Danes what they want.
We'll get Thomas Vinterberg to direct it.
Marvelous. I don't care. I just want to see it.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah.
The Hunt, another round.
Yeah, slightly different vibe. It's like, we give me 10,000 nights of thunder, but I will. It's really like hyper poppy cutie. Anyway,
Yeah, well, maybe not Thomas Vinterberg.
so messaging for this episode is watch Straight Outta Compton, watch 8 Mile.
8 Mile.
What else have we left the people with?
Don't watch Elvis.
Don't watch Elvis. Don't watch Bohemian Rhapsody because they're both crap. So yeah, those are the messages, and go listen to Alphabet.
You can follow the pod at Scene Stealers Podcast on TikTok and Instagram and anywhere else. I don't know where else we have.
Yeah, I've been Henry Calvert. You can find me at henry.calvert or henry_calvert.
We're still so bad at this. 11
we're doing
episodes
terrible.
in. And you can follow me at Tobias.Turley or Tobias_Turley, one of them somewhere.
And we'll see you in the next one with a very special guest. Who's it going to be? Ooh, I wonder.
Peace.